Morning. First, I have the statement in Polish to the Polish audience. Dzisiaj po bardzo długich negocjacjach, negocjowaliśmy cały dzień i całą noc, udało się zrobić coś, co jeszcze nie tak dawno było nie do pomyślenia, czyli po pierwsze udało się posprzątać to zaniedbanie, do którego doprowadził rząd PiS, czyli system ETS-2 został wprowadzony bez żadnych zabezpieczeń dla Polski. Dzisiaj udało się po pierwsze wybić zęby systemowi ETS-2, czyli zapewniamy kontrolę cen, zapewniamy to, że ceny dla Polek i Polaków nie wzrosną w związku z tym systemem. No i już dziś w tekście rozporządzenia Europejskiego Prawa Klimatycznego zostało wpisane przełożenie systemu ETS-2. Oprócz tego udało się załatwić szereg postulatów, o które walczyła Polska od samego początku. Ulgi dla przemysłu obronnego, klauzula rewizyjna, która pozwoli nam na to, żeby to prawo klimatyczne było znośne dla konsumentów. I jeżeli chodzi o cel, to mamy de facto cel nie 90%, a znacząco poniżej. Wydaje mi się, że to są najważniejsze rzeczy. Jeszcze raz, głównie walczyliśmy o ETS-2 i to udało się dzisiaj zrobić.
Minister, what did you decide? Can you please explain? Are you happy?
It was a very, very difficult conversation. I think, for me at least, it's unprecedented that we've spent one day and one night on 2 points basically. So it was a very tough negotiation. What we managed to achieve is this postponement of ETS2, which was one of our main demands. And I'm very positive that this we managed to do, which means the protection from price increases for Polish people. We also managed to get a number of demands that we've been communicating throughout. Defense industry will be protected. There's a very hard wired revision clause on the target for 2040. But unfortunately, although discussions were progressing well, in the end we were not able to support the ECL. Exactly because of the level of ambition. We thought that it would impact competitiveness of European industry too much, and we voted against, despite having secured quite a lot of asks.
What does this say about Europe as the predecessor for climate protection? What does it say about Europe that we cannot decide about really important climate laws?
But we have decided, and we have a draft European climate law that will now be sent to the Parliament. So why are you saying that we struggle to decide?
Why is it difficult to decide?
Well, it's difficult to decide because it's the climate policy. It's now hardwired with industrial policy, with economic policy. So for everyone, is a very tough decision, and it's tough choices. So I don't expect this will be any easier. But the good thing is, and the good news is that we have a text, and now we'll work on it.
But you came here knowing that you would not be able to say yes to the European climate law, right?
Well, we had our demands, and we've communicated what we want. So I wouldn't say that in advance everyone knew that we would vote against, because we discussed so many things
But if the 90% was impossible to vote yes to, there was no amount of concessions that they could have given you last night that would have put you from a no to a yes.
Well, but that's the negotiations. I don't know what I could tell you. I mean, this is how the process looks. We have our demands, and we all have to agree. In the end, we didn't agree on the 90. The text says basically 85 domestic. So the level of ambition is lower than we started before the summer. But still, many countries were questioning this, and in the end, we voted against because we still think that even this level of ambition is too high.
Can you give us a bit of blow by blow of when you think things are starting to go awry? Like, was it around 5 p.m.? Was it at 7 p.m. when the 5+5 was being introduced into the text?
It went very smoothly.
Yes.
We just had a very long and educated debate, very civilized. So, yeah, no, it's fun. It was fun.
The Danish presidency handled the process in the negotiation yesterday and overnight.
They handled this very well, and I'm glad that this was a very good cooperation when we passed over some files to the Danish presidency, and considering that they took over from us, the cooperation went very well. Particular thanks to Lars Agart, who took charge of the proceedings in a very good fashion. So yeah, I couldn't be any more positive on the Danish presidency.
In your interpretation, does the current agreement also weaken existing or changes existing EU legislation, especially to achieve the 2030 target, thinking especially ETS2, lowering the phase-out of free allowances? Will it affect also the 2030 targets, according to your interpretation?
Well, the fact alone that we have a postponement of ETS2 speaks volumes. This is something we've been fighting for, and it might have an impact on 2030. But this is something that we fought for, and we care for the level of energy prices for the people, and if it turns out that in 2030 we have some indications that we're not on track, we'll act accordingly. But that was the immediate priority, to fight for the level of prices and for protecting the people.
Is the Green Deal over, according to you?
Why would you say that? We have the next milestone now, which is 2040. Different countries have different priorities in terms of immediate milestone, 2030. But the going gets tougher. But it doesn't mean that you can claim the Green Deal is over.
Do you think that
adjusted
this
to
is
reality?
tarnished EU's climate leadership? Because we always make reference to the science, but now our own 2040 climate target is no longer science-based. Because Ottmar Edenhofer said 90% domestic.
I'm glad you mentioned, because this is precisely what I'm trying to say in the Council every time. The science-based means that we have a global carbon budget. Whatever we do in Europe doesn't bring us in line with science, because what other players could do might undermine whatever reductions we might achieve. So if you say according to science, it's a global carbon budget, and we only are responsible for now, I think, 5%.
Okay, thank you so much, guys.